look, we're going to move things on. I want everyone, because look, Arsenal and United and all the transfer things will be what they're going to be. But, we've seen one weekend of football. I want your, how did you call it?
Your week one overreaction.
Yes, I want your week one overreaction. That is to say, you've seen it now. Maybe you made some preseason predictions. Maybe you've now seen it now and you're like, no, I've now got a clear picture of exactly how the season's going to go based on 1 week of football. What are those things? And the example I just gave to you off air there was Chelsea spending huge money on Romelu Lukaku because they needed the centre forward to fix all their issues. He scores on his first appearance. Everyone goes, that's it. Gary Neville wanking himself off all over it. And then obviously, as we know, Lukaku was crap, and that was the beginning of the end of him. Has anyone got anything that they've seen from the footy so far?
Something that probably won't be the case because, Andy Bell actually had a decent head on and thought about the future. Manchester City are going to be closer to Liverpool than
That's
Arsenal.
not bold.
Yeah, it is. Than Arsenal.
Okay. The greatest manager in Premier League history's team
Yeah, but you
are going to be really good again.
You have all just turned around and told me their legs are falling off by November.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up, Steve.
I didn't say that.
And also, not just that, but Arsenal are more set out and stable with the way they play. But I just think City will trample quite a couple of teams, which they couldn't do last season.
Brentford are going to lose every game.
Every game?
For the next 10. And Keith Andrews is going to be sacked as the worst manager in Premier League history.
Jordan Henderson steps in as player manager.
So he would need to lose his first 8, wouldn't he, to be the worst ever, because De Boer gets 7.
Yeah,
right?
they're knackered. I'm going to go through their fixture list now.
Villa will miss out on European football.
Brentford play Villa. They're going to lose. Then they'll get beat at Sunderland. They'll get beat at home to Chelsea. They'll get beat at Fulham. They'll get beat by Man United. They'll get beat by Man City. West Ham will beat them. Liverpool will beat them. And he'll be a 0 after 10 games.
Wow.
He hasn't got a clue, him. How's he their manager?
He's the fall guy, isn't he? They've lost the players and he's the fall guy. And he's happy to just, even if it goes badly wrong, he's happy to get some experience on his CV for when he goes for a championship job, which is probably the level of manager.
So that's my hot take, is Keith Andrews goes down as the worst Premier League manager of all time.
Okay.
Is that hot enough for you?
It's fine. I mean, who gives a shit? But fine. Victor Gyökeres will not score more goals in all competitions than Kai Havertz did last season.
100%.
Can I ask how many goals he scored?
Kai Havertz scored 15 goals all comps last year.
And his knee fell off. What was the hamstring?
I saw somebody actually put a hot take out that Kai Havertz will finish Arsenal's season as their first choice centre forward. So Gyökeres will be basically dropped. Right, okay. I've got one on Nottingham Forest. So I think they've signed a lad, Dan Ndoye, who's like 6'4", and he's really quick and he scores goals. They've got Chris Wood, who is 6 foot a million and scores goals. So I think they're going to score lots of goals. I'm not sure they'll get into the top 5 and get into Champions League football, but I'll go a hot take. Nottingham Forest will win the Europa League.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot they were even in the competition.
I had to check.
Yeah. Palace fans haven't.
It was touch and go there for a moment. Yeah. I loved your tweet, by the way, of Ndoye sounds like a Brummie singing Whitney Houston.
I was waiting for his first goal.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's one of those I'm really annoyed that I have to be on private instead of from a job because it might have banged.
Because the commentator goes, and it's Ndoye! That's excellent. That's great Twitter.
I don't think you liked it, Steve, so you can get on that. Or steal it, alternatively.
But I'm not locked. I could just rob it. I am known to do that on Twitter, by the way. I am unashamedly a content stealer for my own personal gain.
Yeah.
I need Elon's money. I pay for that.
It doesn't even stop at Twitter. You know what I mean? It's every walk of life stuff for you. And
steal content?
Yeah. I
don't think I do.
Oh.
Play for laughs. That's what you do.
I do that. Yeah, I'm playing to the crowds. There's no doubt about that.
Just found a little bit of inter-office, I
wasn't even aware this was a thing, but fair enough.
Yeah, you content thief.
Yeah, everywhere. But it's fine.
Apparently.
I will leave that there.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with all of them guys. I think we've done well.
His was Havertz.
Oh yeah.
Gyökeres, because I keep saying to you, and look, maybe it'll be a plus or minus one, a handful. But when he's supposed to be the transformative, you need to get the striker. By the striker, Havertz got 9 Premier League goals, and I think Gyökeres will get more than 9 Premier League goals. But I don't think he's going to get 20 Premier League goals.
Can I ask who your surprise package of the season is from?
I said Brighton will get in the Champions League because my theory was playing European football is going to hurt Newcastle, Forest and Villa more than...
And then you watch them.
And then I watched Brighton the other day and I was a bit like, So, but I'm going to stick with it for now. I think those 3 teams that we've just mentioned are going to do well in Europe, especially Villa and Forest. I think you're right. They'll go because the Europa League, the Premier League is just so much better quality-wise that they'll do quite well in it. There's a gate there for somebody to just sneak up on the rails where Villa are going so well in the Europa League or Forest that they just like kind of take their eye off the Premier League a little bit and someone can come on down the rails. That's kind of like what like Newcastle did a little bit last year. They just took advantage of all these teams getting too many games. Like Villa just played too many games in the end. And Palace obviously playing Conference League. So I think there's definitely an opportunity because like Andy talked about legs falling off for somebody. It's me worry is it's going to be fucking Tottenham.
Or Manchester United.
But Tottenham are playing Europe. Man United is that's the problem is that
everything about Manchester United, I just can't help sticking the boot in. They've got all them narratives of like the last time we had no European football, we did all right. It's a chance to reboot and you play more time on the training ground. All that. They don't need more time on the training ground with that dickhead.
Why do they all hate Garnacho after Garnacho was literally axed from the squad by?
Because that's football. But that's football.
He wasn't leading team.
Maybe, but that's football. That's the thing is, you've got to buy into your manager or not. You know what I mean? Like
they keep singing for Ruben Amorim and he's going to make things great. I mean, he's done fuck all so far. Dead quick before you go.
Brendan Rodgers living.
I like what I saw from Tottenham.
Yeah.
So there might be a Tottenham hot take here.
I mean, Richarlison might have scored goal of the season already.
They're very pragmatic, which is so away. Again, when your manager is so poor, you always go for the antithesis of it. And they were ange-balled to death. And they've gone, you know what? Get me a lad who just has 4 defenders, long throw-ins, crosses into the box, and we'll be absolutely fine.
I did think it was a really underwhelming appointment, but you're right. After like the all-out gung-ho attack of Ange Postecoglou, having someone who's just a really competent all-round manager might be exactly what they're looking for.
I'm playing a DM, and you don't move. And I'll go back to that thing that was on Twitter, people saw it, where Thomas Frank's second day, and on his timetable was long throw trials, and he's clearly just gone in that every single one of them web balls, and he's found out Dan's always got a long throw. So that's just a thing we're going to do now, and it's so like, it's just boringly pragmatic, but I think he'll do quite well.
That's one of those things, that you were saying earlier about the kickoff and everyone's doing it because everyone's doing it. Long throws, I mean, we saw a little bit of it in pre-season. For some reason we had Ryan Gravenberch on them who couldn't reach the box, but we were still trying it. You know?
Yeah, Semenyo was doing everyone's gone back. People love a long throw.
Yeah.
Even like from mad angles. That one of the Semenyo ones was almost like in our technical area and they were trying to maybe someone somewhere seeing some data. Maybe it's Thomas Frank.
My surprise package, Evan. Now they play tonight.
Where's this come from?
Surprise package.
Is this because he signed Jack Grealish and you love Jack Grealish?
I fucking hate Jack Grealish.
I
fancy Jack Grealish
so badly. That's what I was going to say.
Jack Grealish.
But I do not rate him as a footballer.
No, but you love him. You just loved everything. You love that he likes like beers and looking pretty.
It's the androgynous quality to him.
It's he probably spends just as much time as I do doing my hair of a morning.
It goes back to the Susan Boyle theory about the opposite sex, and that's that I would rather have sex with Jack Grealish than Susan Boyle. I'm not that wedded to genitalia in that way. You know what I mean? It's like, what's better looking? He's much better looking than Gio.
They've 2 really exciting players now. They've got Grealish and Ndai, and if they can get Ndai, by the way, is just normal Whitney Houston. If they can get that working for them, and obviously Moyes is quite pragmatic, but if they can do the magic for them, that'll be brilliant.
I can't wait till tomorrow and Steve got be 4-0 by Leeds.
Well, this is my problem with this, is that they played tonight.
I admired the hot take because they haven't even played.
Yeah.
To have a hot take about a team who literally haven't kicked the ball
and
couldn't score a goal in pre-season is quite something.
Where's Calvert-Lewin?
Leeds.
Oh,
it's written in it.
It's written. But I don't think Everton will necessarily start brilliantly, but I think they'll probably buy another couple before the window, and then they'll take.
I need to see how they play in this new ground first.
If it goes wrong, the first person they're going to go for is Grealish because he's prime target for the Everton Daz, this English pretty boy who wears his shin guards around his ankles,
doesn't tackle,
doesn't get involved in
so it could go either way. That
50-50s.
transfer, I really think it could go either way. Quite extreme.
What's your surprise package?
Fulham. They've all the same lads, the same manager. They're all quite good. They score goals. They're going to finish top 10. And a load of these teams that everyone thinks are the next big thing, Fulham are going to finish above them.
If Brighton keep Belieber, I'm going to say they finish 5th. That's what I'll take it.
Wow.
Because I like the signings. I like that they've just about kept hold of enough of the players while doing the Brighton thing of selling enough where they get loads of money. And I go back to, I think the English team is going to do really well in Europe. And I think that just opens the
Sunderland will stay up as well.
That was my other one on the flip of this.
Sunderland go down.
Sunderland finish bottom of the league because everyone's like, oh, Sunderland, no, they can score goals. Nah, get absolutely fucked. West Ham are just
They peaked way too early. Absolutely. It's downhill from here, boys.
Definitely, yeah. After all this, all the newly promoted teams just get relegated. Despite the fact that we think, this year it could be different.
Barely a toast. Relegate Burnley.
Who do we think of the newly promoted teams? If you had to pick one that you think had the best chance of staying on?
Sunderland.
I mean, I haven't seen Leeds play yet, but I would.
Sunderland. Not Burnley was my thought process there.
Yeah. Sunderland have spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they looked. What they did better than most. I saw against one game. They look like they've got the physicality to match in the Premier League. With those 3 teams last year, were overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. They couldn't run. They couldn't do anything. So that gives Sunderland a chance. I'd like to see Leeds tonight. I think Ellen Road could be a huge factor.
Do Leeds still have Melier in goal?
I don't
know. They dropped him last year. He was still about, but they dropped him.
There is a lot of change at Sunderland, but they have got a little bit of a core of players there. So I mentioned Ballard earlier, who's been there the whole time.
Well, the 3 lads who scored, they all came up. Yeah. So I think the rest of the team were all new signings, but the lads who scored all.
And there's some guys on the bench, like Enzo Lefebvre, who's a really good player. They've signed him permanently for quite a bit of money, and I think eventually he will come back in. They've got Trey Hume at right back, another Northern Irishman who just loves a tackle, and if he can take the man and put the man in the stands while getting the ball, that's exactly what he'll do. So look out.
Let's say he's injured against us.
Look out for, if he's not injured against us, he'll injure one of our lads. Just look out for some of his tackles this season. Real out and out good right back. And I think, you look at Sunderland and all the exciting players have signed, you think they might be a little bit leaky at the back. Mm-hmm. I'm not so sure. I think they'll be leakier than them.
By the way, Leeds signed Leon's goalie. So I'm guessing he'll play tonight for this.
Okay.
Petty.
Well, we'll see.
I'll give them more of a chance now.
That's how much I back the Ev. I've not even seen them play yet, and I'm all in on Everton, surprising 1 or 2. I bet they think we finish above Manchester United this season.
Leeds 1, Everton 0. Jack Harrison to Calvert-Lewin. Header.
That'd be great too. Yeah, fine. That was a clip from the Biased Football Podcast. To check out the whole show, head to redmenplus.com or click the link in the description.